In the harsh snow-covered landscapes of Turkey, wild boars not only endure, but flourish. Their thick layers of fat and dense fur serve as natural armor, protecting them from the extreme cold. Even in freezing conditions, they remain active, foraging across vast areas and leaving behind a trail of damage to crops and farmland. To prevent further destruction, wildlife management teams mobilize quickly, prepared to face the challenges of the winter hunt. After several days of frigid weather, clear skies provide the perfect opportunity to begin the operation. Equipment is packed, routes are planned, and the mission begins. Upon reaching the site, the team spreads out and follows fresh tracks left by the herd. Before long, the distant sound of dogs picking up the scent echoes through the icy air. When the animals finally emerge from cover, the first carefully aimed shot brings down a massive boar weighing nearly 200 kilograms, a significant threat to nearby farmland. Elsewhere, another group moves into position and spots several more targets. A well-placed shot brings one of the animals down before it can escape, marking another step toward restoring balance to the area. Each successful intervention helps protect local crops from further damage. Despite the harsh weather, the team remains on the move, scanning the surroundings for more signs of activity. The sound of gunfire drives the remaining animals into retreat. The day ends with several confirmed successes, and the team returns with the satisfaction of having protected valuable farmland, at least for the time being. The following day, operations continue in a neighboring forest, this time without the assistance of dogs. Every sense is heightened, from listening for distant rustling to watching for movement in the snow. When another boar is spotted, a single precise shot stops it instantly. As the team ventures deeper into the forest, an entire herd suddenly charges through the undergrowth. Despite the rapid response, only one animal is brought down, and the rest manage to escape. Quick communication allows another group to intercept them further ahead, where a series of precise shots successfully stop the remaining animals. These measures provide relief for farmers, preventing further destruction of crops and reducing economic loss. The work is exhausting but crucial, ensuring that local communities are not left vulnerable to repeated attacks on their farmland. Similar scenes play out across Europe. In Bulgaria, thousands of hectares of farmland are destroyed each year by wild boars, causing millions of dollars in losses and threatening rural livelihoods. In response, teams continue their work in the freezing cold, venturing deep into snow-covered forests, where every movement must be carefully calculated. When the hounds finally signal the presence of the herd, the hunters move swiftly. Through scopes, the animals are brought into focus, and carefully aimed shots bring them down quickly and humanely. Such operations require close coordination, teamwork, and constant vigilance to be effective. Each successful effort represents another step in restoring balance to the ecosystem and protecting the agricultural landscape from further devastation. In the frozen wilderness, precision and patience decide the outcome. A well-placed shot brought the wild boar down instantly, a testament to unmatched skill and calm focus under pressure. As the last light of day disappeared and temperatures dropped, the hunting team began its careful retreat toward the rendezvous point, believing the task complete. Yet movement in the distance caught their attention. Quietly, a shooter took position, steady hands holding firm. One clean shot echoed, and another threat to the farmland was neutralized, restoring a measure of peace to the area. In the days that followed, melting snow revealed fresh tracks and signs of foraging. On the western hillside, the team positioned themselves with silent precision. Minutes passed in tense stillness before a dark figure slipped out of the trees. The silence broke with the sharp crack of a rifle, and the boar collapsed instantly, never sensing what was coming. Nearby, a small group of boars was discovered, hiding in dense underbrush. With speed and accuracy, one animal was taken down before the rest scattered. A quick signal sent the entire team into motion as the chase resumed. Moments later, the hounds confirmed the herd's location. Each team member moved into position, and, in a matter of seconds, carefully aimed shots ended the threat completely. Coordination between shooters, farmers, and local authorities brought an end to the raid on the crops, at least for now. Such operations are not only about removing an immediate threat, but also about teamwork, planning, and resilience. These hunts demand more than marksmanship. They test endurance, mental focus, and the ability to perform in extreme conditions where each breath turns to mist. In the southern forest, similar efforts unfolded. Teams tracked fresh prints in the snow, closing in until a dark silhouette appeared ahead. The animal seemed to sense danger and turned sharply, but hesitation was not an option. A single precise shot was delivered, stopping the animal before it could escape. Elsewhere, another team lay hidden among the pines. Predicting the boar's path, they waited patiently until it entered the perfect angle. When the opportunity came, the shot was swift and decisive, preventing further damage to the land. Deeper in the forest, heavy snow slowed movement, but the pursuit continued. Suddenly, a boar charged out of cover at high speed. A rapid, accurate response stopped it in its tracks just as it reached an open clearing. As daylight faded into night, the operation shifted. Equipped with advanced night hunting technology, the team moved to the areas most damaged during the day. Through infrared optics, a whole herd came into view, unaware of the watchful eyes on them. The crosshairs locked on the largest boar, and a single shot brought it down, returning a measure of calm to the field. But the night was far from over. New reports came in of activity near livestock pens, and the team quickly prepared for another confrontation. Every action taken ensured that local farms would remain safe, at least for now, from the destructive force of these animals. The situation called for immediate action, as the leader of the herd posed a significant threat to crops and livestock. The first shot staggered the animal, but it did not go down immediately. Instead, it bolted into the distance in a desperate attempt to escape. For the protection of the surrounding community, the pursuit continued until the herd was finally located later that night. This final encounter brought closure to a long day. A precise, well-placed shot brought down the leader, while follow-up shots scattered the rest of the herd. The result marked a successful conclusion to a challenging mission that had stretched from snow-covered forests to misty nighttime fields. Such efforts are not merely for sport, but serve an important purpose: restoring balance and safeguarding farmland from repeated destruction. These operations help ensure that crops and livestock are protected, providing relief to local farmers. Across the open prairie, signs of wild boar activity were clear: fresh tracks, droppings, and deep claw marks left in the earth. These traces confirmed the presence of a large, destructive boar that had damaged multiple farms within a short span of time. The team carefully prepared, knowing that this was not a casual patrol but a coordinated effort to prevent further loss. When the ground began to tremble under the charge of a massive herd, the hunters held their positions. A well-aimed shot brought down the leading boar instantly, followed by several more as the herd scattered. This marked a strong start to an intense hunt. As the chase continued, a lone wild boar emerged across the grassland. A single, accurate shot stopped it in its tracks, preventing further damage to nearby fields. Soon after, the hounds alerted to another target. Working swiftly, the team intercepted the animal before it could escape, bringing it down cleanly. Each encounter was handled with care and precision to minimize suffering and prevent the animals from returning to populated areas. As the day progressed, the team pressed deeper into the southern woods, where they discovered another group of wild boars moving quietly through the trees. A shot rang out, scattering the herd, leaving one motionless. The pursuit continued until the area was secure. Any stragglers were swiftly intercepted, ensuring that no immediate threat remained. Every shot was deliberate, aimed to bring a quick and humane resolution. By the end of the operation, the forest was calm once again. The cooperative effort between the team, local farmers, and authorities successfully restored safety to the area. For the community, this meant a night of peace after weeks of concern.